Aries, Aries, wonderful Aries. Feisty, impetuous, tempestuous. Little firstborn, first sign of astrology. You have that child innocence to just boldly go where most people would overthink and not tread. You are a fire that changes things around you. A little impatient, sure. So, here we are. Body, mind, spirit. Just going to do a quick reading. These are my first videos. Body, mind, spirit. Where are you, Aries? Of course, I pulled out my warrior deck for you. Not very warrior in the first one. Prince of Pentacles. Actually rather slow and meditative. Considering his finances, considering the seeds he planted a long time ago and how they're now bearing fruit and how they've grown. More seeds to plant. If you're Aries, you'll never stop planting. Body, your body, your body. What a wonderful place for your body to be. A time of consideration after making things right for a really long time, or trusting that you've made things right, even though it may not feel like it right now. It also came out with the Empress. By the way, there's no, I might say a male card or a female card. Obviously, this is the Empress, but for me, it's a feminine energy. But obviously, we contain all of them. I'm trying to get her into focus. Again, she's a battler, but she's not in action. She's ready for action. She's got wings. So Aries, actually, she's got wings on her helmet, protecting her ears. So it's something about actually listening into the world. Both these characters are waiting, observing, listening. Now is a time to really consider everything you've done so far and look ahead. And you're very strong. This is about your body. So you're very strong in your body. It's time to, if you're not grounded, it's time to get grounded, because spirit is already there with you. It's like, for the next move, you've done all the training. You need to trust all the things that you've been doing all your life, and to know that you have the grace of a swan as your spirit animal. So if you have been going through a bit of a bad time physically, I would say you need to really sit in the time that your body is healing itself beyond your consciousness, and you have to catch up, right? You have to be that warrior. Remember all those seeds you've planted. Everything is cosmically with you. Okay, this is mind. Got 3 cards. Wow. Aries, Aries, Aries. What a beautiful, magical card. Oh my gosh. And I said the swan was your spirit animal. I was just about to say it's the bear, but look, there is a swan at your feet. And that's really interesting, because swans aren't normally out at night. Polar bears would hunt. Oh, they hunt any time, actually. But there's the moon energy there. So again, it's a slow, for someone who is the most fiery and action-taking in the zodiac, it's actually a time to just, again, consider everything you've been doing. And again, what power, what magic, what fantasy you hold inside of you, what your imagination can create. Your next, whatever you're about to do is going to be fantastic. And this wonderful, it's very un-Aries, to have the grace of a swan, very unenergetically something that you need to do. But sometimes we need to step into someone else's energy to learn something new, to not keep doing the stuff that we've been doing all the other times in our lives, but to actually go, okay, let me put myself in their shoes. And let me rest a little bit. There's a lot of rest and trusting in this reading. Okay, again with your, this is with your mind. Look, she's holding a seed. It is an apple, but it is ostensibly a seed, isn't it? Because it falls onto the ground and it gives nutrients to the seeds that are hidden inside, can bury and grow a tree. Trees that we saw earlier. Trees that are quite financially rewarding, that you're planting and planting more. And look how beautiful she is. You know, if she started dancing like a ballerina, you would not blink twice, right? She is graceful, like a swan. Okay, final card. This was reversed, right? This is the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords is normally about deception. It's normally about someone or yourself is not revealing everything that you should. There are secrets under the hat. But this reveals that that has passed, that that is not who you're going to be or what you're going to stand for anymore. It's something that you've overcome, that you've triumphed against. I mean, this way around, she looks like she's cold mid-battle, you know, like getting up early or coming home after fighting. Right? Again, a time of rest, not in action. Very strange, very strong. All right, Spirit. Oof. Okay, a lot of cards. A lot of cards. Too many cards. I was actually thinking, see if you get distracted, I was thinking, should I do an animal spirit after this? Because we've had a lot of animals in here. I was thinking about something else. Okay, this is about your spirit, your soul journey, your love, beyond. Seems like you're fighting, listening to that side of yourself. Seems like you kind of poo-poo, as much as you're here listening to this, you poo-poo your spirituality. But, the Ace of Swords, that, my friend, is all going to change, because actually it's going to be the strongest thing in your armory. That original sword, that original essence, that feeling of how you were when you were a baby, that feeling of the essence of who you were as a child is going to come back, and it's going to be the thing that leads you forward. And again, this is about your spirit, but this is very intellect. So I would say there's been certain readings that you've been mulling over, or philosophies or books, or even inspirations when we were really, really young. You are the first sign. It's to get back into that, to trust that initial deep intuition. And you might have been poo-pooing it and brushing it off and not really wanting to listen and not thinking, well, that's not going to save my financial thing or my health or whatever. But actually, of course, it is. It's the one thing that reigns supreme about everything else. And a beautiful new beginning that will cut through everything. So no matter what you've been dealing with, you are on the rise. It's quite a fantastic reading. All right. It's saying stand still and consider. It's saying don't be in action for a while. Rethink about everything that you've been going through, all the seeds you've planted, and trust how magical they are. And don't keep thinking, no, gotta strive forward. But actually, for a moment, take stock. And the energy to do that in is, let's see. This is my final card for you. Interesting. Now this is soulmate. I'm sorry if this is backwards. It says soulmate and then it's Juno underneath. And what it says is it's reconnecting to your soul journey. So your soulmate, I don't think, doesn't have to be someone physically, although absolutely it can be. It can be a new love. It can be reconnecting to the lover you have, to actually see them fresh. And through this time of actually standing back and not pushing so aggressively, beautifully forward as Aries does, but to actually absorb what's going on and to reconnect with someone that's in our lives or someone that's been helping us and maybe we haven't thanked them enough. Our soulmate allows us on our soul journey, even if we're clashing with them. Oh, let's not try. Let's try and learn the lessons without sort of having to battle. Nothing wrong with a battle either. Get in there. But all the things that challenge us, of course, is challenging our soul journey. And that's the energy to sit in right now. Everything is teaching me something. Everything has its lessons to learn. All right. Mwah. Have a good day. Please like.